For years, junior golf quietly brewed beneath the surface, a hidden battleground of young talent, each player waiting for their breakout moment. But this season, everything changed. At one of the sport's most prestigious events, something unfolded that no one, not even Tiger Woods, saw coming. What Kai Trump just did to Charlie Woods wasn't just unexpected, it was a shockwave. Fans were stunned, the rankings were shaken, and suddenly the spotlight shifted in a way that has the entire golf world buzzing with one question. Did we just witness the birth of golf's next great rivalry? Two teenagers, two last names that carry history, pressure, and hype, but for very different reasons. Charlie Woods, son of the legendary Tiger Woods, was born under the fairway lights. Every swing, every tee shot, every appearance has been watched, dissected, and replayed. Charlie isn't just playing golf. He's carrying the weight of a dynasty, the expectations of millions who grew up watching his father dominate the game. Charlie's father didn't just play the game, he changed it forever. Kai Trump, on the other hand, rose through the ranks more quietly. A consistent presence on the junior circuit, yes, but few expected her to break through at this level, this quickly. She's the daughter of Vanessa Trump and the granddaughter of the 45th President of the United States. Her last name turns heads, but until now, no one in the golf world quite knew what she was capable of. That's all changed. Both Charlie and Kai walk the same halls at the Benjamin School, a prestigious private academy nestled in Palm Beach County, Florida. It's here, on sun-drenched practice greens and in silent weight rooms, that two of America's most talked-about junior golfers train side by side, quietly, relentlessly, unknowingly preparing for a showdown that would rock the foundations of junior golf. The stage? The Sage Valley Junior Invitational, not just any tournament. This is the tournament. Often called the Masters for Juniors, Sage Valley is where reputations are made and legends begin. Sage Valley isn't for everyone. It's exclusive, elite, brutally competitive. The names on its leaderboard aren't just high schoolers, they're the future of professional golf. And this year, there was something different in the air. A buzz, an edge. With both Kai Trump and Charlie Woods in the field, the atmosphere was electric. Cameras followed every move, reporters swarmed the grounds, and the Georgia wind carried whispers through the pines. Most came expecting to witness Charlie dominate. No one expected Kai to steal the spotlight. But what unfolded over 3 days at Sage Valley wasn't just a surprise. It was a moment. A game changer. One that shattered expectations, sparked headlines, and left the golf world speechless. Because behind the flagsticks and fairways, something happened that not even the most seasoned analysts could have predicted. What Kai Trump did at Sage Valley didn't just change the outcome of a tournament, it changed the conversation. This tournament changed everything. By the time it was over, the world wasn't just talking about Charlie Woods anymore. Golf doesn't forget greatness, and it definitely doesn't let you quietly carry a legendary last name, especially when that name is Woods. Charlie didn't walk onto the fairways of Sage Valley as just another junior golfer. He was a symbol of legacy, of pressure, of expectation. The son of Tiger Woods, arguably the most dominant figure the game has ever known, doesn't get to fly under the radar. Not now, not ever. From the very first time he picked up a club, Charlie's swings were televised. His putting strokes slowed down and analyzed. His potential debated in whispers and headlines alike, and for good reason. He's shown flashes, real flashes, of brilliance well beyond his years. That fluid, balanced swing. The calm under pressure. The ability to mentally lock in when it matters most. Charlie has played like someone born for the big stage. Standing beside his father at the PNC Championship, Charlie Woods held his own under the weight of a global spotlight, all while still in his early teens. Charlie isn't just a junior golfer, He's a legacy in motion, but legacies, no matter how inspiring, can be heavy. He entered the Sage Valley Junior Invitational as a ranked competitor in the American Junior Golf Association, a known name, a known talent. The eyes of the golf world followed him closely, just as they always have. As Golf Monthly put it, this wasn't Charlie's first rodeo. He's been tested under pressure. And at Sage Valley, fans expected another poised, polished performance. Maybe even a win. But across the course, something unexpected was building. Another name, another story, one that didn't carry decades of golf history, at least not in the traditional sense. Kai Trump, granddaughter of Donald Trump. She wasn't raised in front of ESPN cameras. She didn't have a 15-time major champion analyzing her, swing on national TV. But what she did have was hunger, discipline. And now, the moment. This was her chance to change the narrative. Until recently, Kai Trump flew under the radar, quietly grinding, quietly improving. According to Yahoo Sports, Sage Valley marked her highest profile appearance to date. A chance to go, head-to-head with the best junior golfers in the country. The same Golf Monthly article that highlighted Charlie's steady ascent also flagged something else. Kai's unexpected rise in the AJGA rankings. That rise? It wasn't luck. It was earned, through grit, through focus, and through simply showing up when few thought she belonged in that arena. The pressure was real, but for Charlie, the pressure was to live up to history. For Kai, it was to escape hers. One carried a crown. The other carried a question mark. At Sage Valley, it wasn't just another tournament. It was a proving ground. Every swing carried weight. Every putt was a statement. For Charlie, it was about honoring a legacy. For Kai, it was about finally stepping into her own light. But neither of them knew what was coming, because the shot that silenced the crowd wasn't Charlie's. It was Kai's. You could feel it. In the still air, in the way the gallery leaned in, breath held, tension hung like humidity beneath the Georgia sun. This wasn't just golf anymore. Something bigger was unfolding. Sage Valley wasn't merely hosting a tournament that weekend. It was hosting a moment. And no one, not the analysts, not the fans, not even the players, saw it coming, especially not from Kai Trump. The stage was unforgiving. Sage Valley Golf Club, with its rolling greens, punishing fairways, and Augusta-like mystique, doesn't reward hype. It reveals truth. It exposes weakness, heads held and high. Only the strongest walk away with their name etched into memory. For a young player stepping onto that storied course for the first time, the stakes aren't just measured in strokes. They're emotional, mental, sometimes even spiritual. Charlie Woods held his ground. Yahoo Sports confirmed he finished tied for 25th in a packed, hyper-talented field. Solid, steady, expected. He showed control, especially on the back nine, and did what many believed he would. Prove he belongs. But the real story? The one whispered behind the ropes, in hushed tones by stunned fans and curious scouts, belonged to Kai. It wasn't about a trophy. It wasn't about a highlight reel stacked with eagles and walk-off hole-outs. It was something quieter, something harder, something more real. Kai Trump finished last. But somehow, she rose. As Golf Monthly noted in their post-tournament breakdown, despite her position at the bottom of the leaderboard, Kai's AJGA ranking went up. Why? Because what she showed wasn't dominance. It was defiance. The courage to step into the bay arena. The resilience to walk through fire. And maybe, just maybe, the beginning of a story we'll be telling for years to come. Her ranking jumped significantly. Why? Because of who she was up against. The elite of the elite. The best junior golfers in the country. The future of the sport. The Palm Beach Post echoed the surprise. While the leaderboard told one story, the ranking system told another. This wasn't a collapse. It was a breakout. And that's the twist no one saw coming. At a tournament known for chewing up and spitting out newcomers, Kai Trump didn't fold. She didn't quit. She showed up. She stayed locked in. She played through every hole, even when the numbers weren't on her side. That kind of resilience, you can't teach it. You either have it or you don't. Kai had it. The pressure, immense. The expectations, minimal. And yet, when the final scorecards came in, the takeaway wasn't about her place on the leaderboard. It was about her resolve. Charlie Woods came to confirm the hype. Kai Trump came to change the narrative. She didn't need a trophy to make noise, because her growth, on that course, in that moment, spoke louder than any win ever could. Her name now appeared in the AJGA standings, etched into the conversation with the sport's future elite. And she didn't have to say a word. Her game did all the talking. Kai Trump left Sage Valley with more than just experience. She left with respect, because in a tournament where stars were expected to shine, she created a moment, and everyone noticed. The scorecards were signed. The trophies were handed out. Sage Valley fell quiet once more, but the noise, it was only just beginning. In the hours after the final round, one question started to ripple across social media, echoing in golf forums, DMs, and group chats like a shot bouncing off the flagstick. Who is Kai Trump? The daughter of Vanessa Trump, the granddaughter of a former U.S. president. But this time, the headlines weren't about politics. They were about golf, about grit. Her name exploded online. Tweets, TikToks, Instagram reels, all buzzing with surprise, curiosity, and a whole lot of respect. Kai Trump didn't leave Sage Valley with a trophy. She left with something harder to earn. She won over the crowd, and maybe she just introduced herself to the game's future. And fans who tuned in solely to watch Charlie Woods suddenly found themselves rewinding clips, double-checking her stats, and wondering how they'd missed the story, unfolding right in front of them. And the media? They took notice. Fast, CBS, Golf Digest, Newsweek, outlets that had historically followed the Tiger Charlie narrative were now running headlines with a new twist. It wasn't just Woods shows promise. It was Trump surprises the field. Sage Valley, once a one-name show, was suddenly a two-player story. Even Charlie weighed in. Not just the fans, but Vanessa, Trump herself, publicly acknowledged her daughter's achievement. Her repost of Kai's tournament highlights, paired with a simple but proud caption, set the tone. This wasn't just a mother supporting her child. It was a mother witnessing her daughter break through a barrier. And maybe, just maybe, the beginning of something much bigger. The beginning of something much bigger. Coaches on the junior circuit began whispering what fans had already sensed. Kai Trump showed more than talent. She showed mental steel. Former pros praised her willingness to grind through a tough round, her refusal to check out even when the leaderboard turned against her. One analyst on a golf podcast put it simply, "That's the kind of toughness you can't teach. That's the player you don't forget." And while Charlie Woods remained the draw, the prodigy everyone came to watch, it was Kai's composure, her unshakable attitude, her unexpected rise in the AJGA rankings. That flipped the script. Golf Digest even floated the idea that Sage Valley 2025 might have been a watershed moment for girls' junior golf, because what Kai Trump did wasn't just impressive, it was symbolic. She proved that names don't guarantee greatness, actions do. She reminded the world that in a game built on skill, drive, and